What's good, Panther Nation? It's your boy Myron McRae, a.k.a. Tornado McRae, across the scours of the internet, here with another episode of Panther Pride TV, your one-stop shop for all your Panther notifications and your Panther obligations. And guys, let's go. The draft has officially concluded, and the Carolina Panthers took 8 players overall. I wish it would have been 9, but 8 players overall, so I'm still happy with it because that's more picks than rounds, and that always makes me happy because we have more assets than we need, but I love it. I am thrilled with it. And when we look at these picks, guys, and we look at everything that's going down, there was probably one shocker here that a lot of us caught off guard, or at least I know it caught me off guard, and that was Carolina taking Trevor Etienne in the 4th round. Now, Trevor is a great running back. There is no doubt about this. And out of the backfield when he needs to catch a pass or on the ground, he's great. It's shocking because it seems like we have a room filled with running backs. You got Hubbard, obviously. You got Dowdle. You got Blackshear. You got Brooks. So some people would be asking, why would we take Etienne? But if you think about it, if Dowdle leaves after this 1-year stint, if Blackshear or Brooks are traded away or released within this year, at least we know that we have Etienne still on the roster to back up Hubbard. So it's more of a depth fill out and just in case scenario, so I'm okay with it. Then another one that came up was Carolina drafting tight end Mitchell Evans out of Notre Dame. Now, considering how many mock drafts I saw of Carolina taking a tight end, especially with the first pick in Tyler Warren, it's okay. It's okay that they took Mitchell Evans. Mitchell Evans was a great tight end in Notre Dame. He was great in the pass game, great in the blocking game. So I see this. And the last pick that, truthfully, maybe the steal of the draft would have to be Jimmy Horn Jr., the wide receiver out of Colorado. A lot of people love him. A lot of people think he is great. Steve Smith himself loves this man. He loves what he does on the field. He conducts himself accordingly off the field. So when you look at this as a whole, it's actually a pretty good final draft day, and I think we may have a future potential, like really great team building. At least a great foundation has been built here, and I love it. And when I look at this draft and when I have to give a grade to Dan Morgan and the team, I'm going to be honest, guys. I'm giving it an A-. If I'm being cynical, a B+ at best, or a B+ at worst. But I'm going to give it an A- overall because when you look at the positions needed, we needed an edge. We needed a wide receiver. We needed a safety. We needed a D-tackle and corner. And in the draft alone, we acquired edge rushers. We acquired receivers. We acquired a safety. We acquired D-tackles. Then we went and got a running back and a tight end. And of the 8 picks, 4 were offensive, 4 were defensive. So it was a balanced draft class. It was a very balanced draft class. It was one way that I know this doesn't apply in real life, but in Madden, because we've all done it, I have done more so with a balanced draft class rather than leaning hard one way or hard the other unless it was really that bad. So I'm happy that Carolina went with the balanced approach. That's just me. And I think that this was a A- to B+ draft. The reason why I'm not giving it an A+ is because of the fact that Carolina didn't get a corner in the draft. Now, we'll get into it. Carolina did get corners in undrafted free agents, but they didn't draft a corner, which was a need on the team. So that dings it to me, especially when there were multiple corners that have been highlighted that would have been great additions to the team. They were available. You could have had them. So that's my only critique. But overall, I'm going to be optimistic, and I'll say that this, truthfully, is an A- draft, B+ at worst. So now you have to think, what's next? The next steps in the offseason, what are we going to do? What's Carolina gonna do? And again, first things first, they picked up Icky's 5th-year option, so I'm real happy about that. I'm happy that Ikwanu's 5th-year option got picked up, and that is thrilling to me because it's just Ikwanu's been a great asset to the team. He deserves it. He deserves to have his stuff picked up. I'm 100% behind it. But then when you look at the future of our undrafted free agents, both the ones that have been signed in the 2025 class here, as well as last year's 2024 class. Because when you look at the 2024 class, these are the ones that are still left on the team. Obviously, headlined by Jalen Coker. We're not even going to get into that. We already know what he does. Then you have Jack Plummer and the rest of the crew. I see it here and I like it, but how many of these guys do we think we're going to keep going in, or at least through the end of next season, especially when you look at the undrafted free agents that have been signed here? For example, Ethan Garbers, Corey Thornton, Mike Reed. You have a plethora of players that just came onto the team that have been signed. So the future of these free agents is going to be up in the air. Jalen Coker's earned himself his spot on the team. The rest of these names could be gone. Like Ethan Garbers could replace Jack Plummer. That is very much a possibility. Bam Martin Scott could end up taking Kenny Dyson's spot. Like that is very much a possibility. So when you look at this, overall, these undrafted free agents, how many names are going to be changed? How many names are going to stay? And it always brings that question of who do we keep? Because some of us, we fall in love with these players. We fall in love with this undrafted free agents. And sometimes these undrafted free agents are the gems that we need. Hey, Jake Delhomme was an undrafted free agent. We saw that turned out. Jalen Coker's an undrafted free agent. We see how that turned out. So, undrafted free agents could be the next big thing, and I love that. But along with that, off-season workouts are now in full swing. So we're getting ready for those. And then obviously, not only with the undrafted free agents, but with the team in general, who is going to get released over the summer, who may get traded over the summer, what are the next steps, because it's been a crazy year and we don't know what's going to happen, but I'm hoping nobody gets injured. I'm hoping that we can keep as many players as we can, but also be responsible with what we're doing. And if we're getting assets in return for trading players, cool. It is what it is. But that's all I have to say, guys. If you have any comments, let me know what y'all thought about the final day of the draft. Let me know what you would grade the draft. Let me know what you think is on the horizon for the offseason upcoming in regards to undrafted free agents, in regards to Icky's fifth option being picked up, and everything in between. Because at the end of the day, what do I know? I'm just a skinny brother with two tats. Peace. Much love to all of you. Take care, Panther Nation. And as always, later days and keep pounding. I'll see you next time.